How y'all doing? Did everybody survive the economic blackout? I saw a lot of people really complaining that they were going to starve, that it was their birthday. Uh, I posted it on both channels just in case a lot of people aren't on social media a lot and didn't see it. So in all fairness, maybe a lot of people didn't know about it and didn't have time to plan. But anyway, what I want to talk about right now is that disgusting display in the Oval Office yesterday with President Zelensky. I have a thought that I want to share with a lot of people who don't understand what is going on in Ukraine and Russia. First of all, in case you're not hearing it through the noise, you're not hearing it on your news sources, Russia is the instigator. Russia invaded Ukraine. Ukraine is an independent country just like the United States. They had no reason whatsoever to give up any land to Russia. Yes, they were part of the Soviet Union, but that was also, it's a long history. And I actually did a video of it when the invasion first happened, and I'll link it below and also on a card at the end. It's a long history, but Ukraine is a sovereign nation, period, full stop. And Russia invaded it because, as I've talked about a lot on this channel, Russia is an imperialistic, at least Putin is an imperialistic person. And he's old Soviet Union, he's old KGB. He wants the Soviet Union back. He wants this he wants to be a superpower. And the fact that Russia has been declining in economic importance and even military importance over the decades since the fall of the Soviet Union, for someone who's former KGB, that is just like the biggest hit to the ego you can possibly imagine. So his imperialistic tendencies, first it was Crimea years ago, and then he tried to take Ukraine, and next on his agenda is Belarus, from what I understand. So I can't make this any clearer. Ukraine was a sovereign nation. It would be like Mexico invading the United States or Canada invading the United States. Yeah. They are a sovereign nation. They did not start the war. And here is what I want to point out to people who are cheering on Trump's strength yesterday. Oh, that's it. That's how we show them America first. Oh, yeah, that's what we need. He was so strong. Disgusting. That's not strength. He was a bully, like he always is. He railroaded the victim in all of this with threats and bullying. I mean, in both Vance and him, it was disgusting. And I want to offer maybe a little bit of a different perspective, a little bit of a different way to look at it if you can't hear that Ukraine was a sovereign nation that was invaded by another country. Let's try to look at it this way, and especially in how our POTUS, how our president is handling it. I want to give you something to think about. Ukraine is the victim here, okay? So if you're asking him to give up land, to sign over mineral rights, to end this war, and then when he refuses to do it, blaming him that World War III is going to start, what you're doing basically is telling the abused child to stop the abuse. Just stop the abuse. Stop fighting it. Just stop fighting it and let it happen. Or the woman who is being assaulted, the woman in a marriage who is being abused. Well, just stop fighting. Just consent. If you consent to it, it's not rape. If you consent to it, it's not assault. To the little kid, just stop fighting it. Just let it happen, and it's not abuse anymore. That's what you're saying. That's exactly what you're telling Zelensky to do. Just let it happen. Lay down. Let Russia take whatever it wants. And if you want my protection, you have to hand over one of your most valuable assets to me. It's freaking blackmail. It's disgusting. And that's like the uncle coming in and telling the little boy who's being abused, if you want me to have your father stopped, you need to give me all your suppers for the rest of your life, or give me all your teddy bears. I mean, come on. Or let me take the lock off your room. That's really, actually, let me take the lock off your bedroom door. You wanted me to protect you? Take the lock off your bedroom door and I'll protect you. I don't know how to be any clearer about the facts, about what is really going on in this country and in the world right now. We have an American president for the first time in the history of this country, I believe, siding with Russia, the instigator, the invader, the abuser. But what do you expect from a rapist, right? When you elect a rapist, you're going to get rapey behavior. And that's what this is. This is rapey behavior. Blame the victim. Tell the victim, just stop fighting it. Just stop fighting it. If you want to stop, if you want it to stop, just stop fighting it. Just consent and it's no longer abuse. Consent to let Russia take all your land. You're the problem. You're the reason. You're the one that's going to start World War III if you don't just lay back and let it happen. That display in the Oval Office was one of the most disgusting things I have ever seen come out of our presidency, come out of our government. And I lived through the Bush years, so I've seen some disgusting things. And if you're cheering that on, you need to check your values. You need to check your morals. And if you've listened to this video and you're still, but America first, and no, Zelensky, no, Ukraine, you need to read a book. Go read a book. Because after what happened yesterday, if you are cheering him on, I can't talk to you. I have no respect for you. That was disgusting. So that's how I see it. I am really glad I stand with Zelensky. I stand with Ukraine. I am really glad Zelensky didn't back down. I'm almost thinking maybe we all the people who didn't vote for the monster in chief, maybe we ought to go to Ukraine and help fight. But I know we have our own battle to fight here. Anyway, that's my thought for today. I wanted to share with you. I don't know how to get it through these people that Ukraine can't back down. Because if they do, Russia's going to move on to Belarus. And then he's going to move into Europe. Study the Soviet Union. Study imperialism. And before you call me an idiot, that's exactly what my degree is in. Because people are going to tell me I'm stupid and I'm lying and I'm wrong. But people who've never read a book. Anyway, this is how I see it. Let me know your thoughts below.